Hey guys. Oh, let me get just chatting in on this. Hey guys, welcome. To Today we're going to be playing Trackmania, as you guys can probably see from the YouTube side. I kind of we had I kind of did a couple of adjustments. As you can see a new mask variant that I have today. This is a new mask variant. Don't I half think I like it, and the other half I'm like I'm not sure. So I'm gonna see if I really like it. So it's gonna give me like a second. It's gonna take a minute for me to like actually know if I like it or not. So I'm trying it out. I have like several different mask variants I created because I was like, okay, let's do that. Let me have like multiple different mask variants because then that would be so fun to have. Kind of like the Sabrina or Taylor like outfit variants, like the color variants. Hey Sylvia, hey I love wine, welcome. Do you like the outfit? I don't know. I don't know if they like the fit. I was going for race suit. This is the closest thing I got. Cause like you know those race car like jumpsuits that the racers um they wear. That was the closest thing I got. I was like I couldn't figure out how to like make it, so I was just like, you know what, we're just gonna go for tactical suit. It looks kind of similar. So yeah, that's the idea today. Um, there. Now I can see the chat. But yeah, I overhauled a couple of things about the look today. Um, One, as you can see, my eyebrows are different. My eyebrows, I was like, you know what? I've gone long enough with the old eyebrows. Let me go and update the eyebrows. So I updated my eyebrows, and it took me a while to like do them because it was like I went with like point 0.3 and point 0.1 like size and just did every individual hair, and I did that about like in like 10 different colors. And so yeah, so it gives a lifelike looking eyebrow. The eyebrows are very lifelike. I actually based them off of my eyebrows. Um, they're not like absolutely like close to my eyebrows because they're more close to like one of my eyebrows and the other because I was like, I am not doing this twice over. I'm just gonna go and just do one eyebrow and press mirror. I'm getting the hang of the digital drawing tablet. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're getting a hang of the drawing tablet. For me, I'm like, it took me a while to do these eyebrows. You guys don't even know. Because I was like, I was going back and forth and back and forth and back. And I was just like, okay, does this one look good? And I was like, no, this is a little too dark. And then I was like, this one's a little too gray. And then I was like, this one's a little too pink, but this one's a little too orange. And then I finally got the color. Oh, you're learning how to blend color. That's good. That's a good, thing to learn. Um, but yeah, so and then I was like, and then like I said last stream, I didn't like how my eyes looked either because I was like, oh my gosh, they're way too light. So I was like, okay, let me go back and fix them. And so the eyes are now the correct color today. So they're the right color. Um, which I'm happy about. I'm happy that they're the right color and they look better because oh my gosh, you haven't figured out the layering thing, and so the sections don't overlap. It takes time. But yeah, so I did that, and I was like, well, if I'm doing my eyes, I'm gonna do the lashes too. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the lashes, but then the lashes didn't turn out well. So then I was like, okay, let me paint it as eyeliner. So then I had to paint every individual lash onto my face. So so you see the eyeshadow? Yeah, I had to hand paint every eyelash. that I added in order to make it look good. And it looks better, to be honest. It looks better than it used to. Because like I was like, the crunchy eyelashes were fine for the moment, but I wanted more like I wanted eyelashes that were like a little better. So yeah. So that was what I ended up going with. Um, but yeah, so now we have this look today. Um, but yeah. It's this week's been weird, especially like with the heat. Like, oh my gosh. Like yesterday was like 110. It was 110 degrees. Feels like temperatures. So if you guys don't know, like if you live anywhere where there's humidity, there's the normal temperature that they use a like thermometer, and then there's feels like. Feels like calculates the humidity in order to determine what the actual temperature is. Because the feels like will add about 10 to 20 degrees difference from what the actual temperature is because of humidity and how humidity works. So we literally were like, how do people learn to draw digitally? It takes practice. For me, I did over the course of a year by just choosing a model, doing it on a VRM model, so this model, and just changing one feature at a time. And then if I felt like it more, and then eventually I got there. Like, I haven't, it took me till now to do eyeshadow. So it takes a while to learn how to draw digitally and then to get good at it. For me, I still haven't gotten good at drawing 2D. I can only really draw digitally like 3D, which I'm fine with. That's definitely okay. Because I could just constantly update the model over and over and over again, and then I can get good at it and it'll still work and everything will, go the way I wanted to. But it takes some time and it's a little tedious. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little tedious. But, you know, you have to work on things and eventually you get there. Um, but but yeah, so right now we're planning the trip itinerary for my hiatus. We're like, I have a lot of events to go to. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so many events that I'm going to. And one of them just changed to something I wanted to go to. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to go there. And meet a couple people. So I'm like, oh yes, I get to go there, meet some people, and then everything will be so cool. Um, but yeah, sorry I'm not talking much. It's just I'm not because a lot of people I think I'm annoying. It's okay, Sylvia. I take no offense if you don't talk in the chat. There's no offense. I'm not offended by lurkers and I wouldn't be offended by you by not talking. So, trust me, I don't take any bad feelings towards you and I don't think you're annoying in my personal opinion. But yeah, but yeah. I'm just like just trying to get everything ready for the trip because I'm like, oh my gosh. It just I'm like, oh my gosh. This is the first real trip I'm gonna have in a while. For a while. Because I didn't think I was gonna go on a trip. And then like this came up. This new thing came up. And then I was like, okay, now I gotta go to a lot of events now. Um which is fine. It's fine. I get to go to a lot of events. I get to check on my abuela. Um, and I get to do a lot of stuff, which I'm excited about. There's a lot of things I'm excited about, and I'm keeping the details under wrap because, you know, safety and all that stuff. But, but yeah, I've been working on all the videos. One of them is like not as far along as I want it to be, and I'm like, half of me is like, okay, I might need to sacrifice like one or two of these videos. So guys will get one video, but I haven't one of the videos is taking a little bit the videos are taking a little bit too long to edit, so there might one of these videos you might not get more than one video, which is sad, but that's not what I wanted for you guys. But I've this week's been I've been so busy getting stuff done, and then complications with my medicine. Speaking of the complications with my medicine and the saga of me trying to get my prescription medicine, but the insurance company doesn't want to give it to me. Yeah, I so my mom helped me call the doctor's office. The doctor's office, they took a long time, but they sent my prescription to the grocery store that I needed to go to. Here's the problem. The grocery store is out of stock of my medicine. So I'm like, "Oh no." Now I have the next hurdle of I'm not going to be able to get my medicine for another week. So I'm like, "Oh no, that's not great. My heart is not going to be doing well for the next couple days. That's not great." Um so yeah, so that's been happening. Um hopefully hopefully after I come back from my hiatus, I get to go and have my medicine. Hopefully. I'm hoping. But who knows? It might happen, it might not. And I'm just hoping at this point. But yeah, so hopefully I could get my money. I can get my medicine. I can use my money on it. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of it. So hopefully I can get that. And then everything will get a little better for the most part. Hopefully. It's okay. There's nothing wrong. I turned the Saja Boys anime. That's cool. I would love to see it. Um, I've been seeing a bunch of other stuff. I've been seeing like I saw recently like Danny Phantom EXE. He just dyed his hair black, and everybody's been joking that he looks like Genu, and I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. Hey, Nico, welcome. But yeah, so he was like, I don't look like Genu. And then he, of course, was like, okay, now I'm going to cosplay Genu. And he cosplays Genu, and it's awesome. So I was like, oh, okay, that's awesome. But I'm just a lot of packing. I've just been like packing and setting stuff up and editing and going and cleaning the house and dealing with the heat wave and doing a lot of stuff. Unfortunately. I had like a little respite yesterday because yesterday, like, I was like, oh, I want to listen to my music while drinking coffee, and then my dad was like, he was like, ah, it's so hot outside. I'm gonna sit in here. He didn't even care I had the music on. Usually he's like, can you turn your music off because it's kind of a little much. But he was like, I don't care. I just need to sit down. So I got to play my music, and my music, it's all over the place. I listen to a lot of different artists from a lot of different genres, and some of them are very artsy. So it's a little weird for him. Can I make him my profile so you might um but you might not be able to see it well. I'm not able to see it well, so it would be cool, but I won't be able to see it very well. Like I'll probably see the colors, but I won't see what they look like, unfortunately. But you can do it if that's how you feel, Sylvia. That's how you feel. Do it. Do what makes you feel good. What makes you feel confident in your own ability, you know? But yeah, I just one thing I was working on, I was trying to figure out how to fix that issue that keeps happening where you guys get the YouTube side gets disconnected, the chat gets disconnected. The best solution I was able to come up with was if it gets disconnected again, what it will do is it will notify me and then I'll be able to reconnect it. But I wasn't able to figure out a way for it to auto reconnect, which sucks. But it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. At least we got some safeguard system. But yeah. And then I have a couple of co-op games I'm thinking about doing. I know it's very weird for me to say I have a couple co-op games that I'm thinking about doing. But I was trying to figure out ways to play with you guys in stream. Now, I'm not how I'm planning on doing this is not I wanted to do it through like an invite code system or do it through like a online system because I don't want to mess it up and do it through like a friends list or something like that because then it gets all confusing and then you guys um might might see stuff that you're not supposed to see on my account and I ain't doing that. So what I thought about doing was an invite system for some games and then for other games do where we choose a lobby and we all play it and then hopefully I see you guys in the leaderboard. Hopefully is the idea. But yeah, today the reason why I chose Trackmania was the original plan was to play Nightmare Cart. And then I was setting up Nightmare Cart and my eyes kept on getting messed up because the CRT effect was messing with my eyes. And you can turn off a lot of the CRT effects, but then it just looks bad. Like really, really bad. Like it just stops looking old at that point. And so you miss the point of it being like emulating like a retro game. So I was like, okay, I guess maybe Nightmare Cart's not for me, unfortunately. So I ended up being like, okay, we'll do Trackmania because the reason why I chose Trackmania today was that one, last time I checked, Trackmania was free for you guys to download, and two, there's an open lobby system that you guys can do. Now, I try to figure out a way for the chat to do like commands in the chat, but then I realized that the delay was like 6 seconds for the Twitch side and double that for the YouTube side, so I ended up abandoning that idea. But there is an open lobby. I can choose, you guys will get to see which lobbies I choose. And then we will go and all choose that and play it if you want to play along, is the idea. They're supposed to make a My Hero live action in 2026. That would be cool. But part of me feels like it's too soon. It feels too soon, in my opinion. Like, we haven't even really got, we just got Crawler as an anime. We just got Crawler. So, imagine, I would want, 2026 feels so, soon for it. Especially since My Hero Academia is ending this year. It's ugly? Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Um, I just feel like it's too soon. Like, for example, like How to Train Your Dragon totally makes sense. Totally makes sense because it's been long enough for us to be like, okay, it's time for a live action. But My Hero Academia hasn't even finished yet. It hasn't even finished. And they've decided to do this live action. So that bothers me. But I feel like they need to finish, like, the what in a perfect world, what I would feel comfortable with them, like when I would feel comfortable with them doing a live action would be if they started adapting the um the several years later comics that are going to be coming soon. When those get an anime, when those start getting an anime, then My Hero Academia is fine. You know what I mean? Because then you need the refresher. You need the refresher, and doing My Hero Academia, the live action, would make sense. But right now, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense to do it right now. Because literally, like, it's all that's gonna happen is it's gonna get compared to My Hero Academia because it's too fresh in our brains. And yet it will be compared regardless if they did it during the 3 years, like not 3 years later. The 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 series of mangas that are about to come out about them in their adult life, like even if it came out then, it would still get compared, but not as much as it's gonna get compared right now. Deku's hair doesn't even look like his character. Shoto Todoroki's hair and the powers barely match. Yeah, because the problem is that when you do animation, you have a lot that you can do. There's a lot that you can mess around with because you're limited only by what you can draw. But when you do a live action, money is the limiter. Because you're like, okay, I can't exactly go and have a giant, like, mecha robot go and fight them. I can't do that. I can't have 100 million mecha robots in this scene. I can't do that. What I need to do is just do the essential part. So maybe just rewrite the scene to be a little cheaper. Of like, a robot does, like, go down. A robot does, like, hit a building, and Deku saves, Uraku from rubble. That's the best they could do. Oh, how come One Piece live action looks better than My Hero Academia one? It's because with One Piece, that one took time. My Hero Academia was rushed. That's the thing. You can always tell with a. You never want to adapt a anime as a movie. And whenever someone chooses to adapt an anime as a movie, it's usually a rush job for the most part. It's usually rushed. It's usually someone that's not thinking through the material at all. Someone that is like, they're just like, okay, I just watched My Hero Academia. This is gonna make a lot of money. Let's do this. And the ones that make the series, they actually are forced to actually think about it for a long time. You have to sit with an idea when it's a series because it takes a long time to write it. It takes a long time to write the scripts. You have to think of 20 steps ahead because you're like, oh, this plot line needs to make sense next season. You have to think ahead. I'm scared to see what Aizawa looks like. I wouldn't be surprised if it looks bad. I think the only thing that could save it is if Aizawa actually gave off the same energy as his animated counterpart. But it's gonna be hard for that to happen. Or some miracle happens with All Might. Some miracle where he's like, he still looks sickly, but somehow, like, looks weird, like, hot to the audience. I don't know. Something has to happen. Like, something interesting has to happen. Like, a wild character choice gotta happen. Something's gotta happen. Like, otherwise this is gonna become Borderlands. But yeah, so that's why series that are adapt anime tend to be a little better. And when I'm personally choosing a show to watch, in terms of like stuff that was adapted from anime, I tend to go for the series because I know for a fact they had to sit on it for at least a little longer than the actual movie did. The movie they literally could have continued writing it while in production, which if you know what happened to Frozen 2, and what happened to Mad Max, to explain the example, Mad Max was they never wrote a script. Mad Max, they went over several different scripts. All of them got rejected. At some point, someone decided, you know what? We're not going to write a script. We're just going to draw pictures. We're going to draw a bunch of storyboards and then mix them around and see which one works. And that's how Mad Max was written. Hey, Xavier. Also, what Hux look like and Bakugo looks like. Yes, Bakugo has to look good to redeem his behavior. Hux? Definitely. It's an expectation. Everybody's expecting Hawks to be hot. But unfortunately, it might not carry over. But that's the thing. You need something to go and compensate for the whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised just to make it easier for the writers of the movie if they got rid of Mineta. I wouldn't be surprised if Mineta's not in the live action. And if he is, that is a questionable choice. Oh, we're talking about the My Hero Academia live action that's coming out next year. Like, we're talking about it. I think it's too soon. Personally, it's too soon. It's a movie, so we know it's bad. Me after seeing the live action Hawks look ugly. Yup, it's gonna happen. I already can hear the discourse in my mind of what they will say about this movie. And I haven't even seen the trailer, unfortunately. Yeah, I already know that if Hawks doesn't look hot, if Bakugo doesn't look somewhat attractive to make up for his poor personality, if Mineta's not in it, if Mineta is still in it, yes, if Mineta's still in it, that makes more sense. If Aizawa's not hot, because everybody has been thirsting for Aizawa from day one. Yes. Miniko, yes. No, yes. And then how are they gonna deal with, like, Izuku's mom, like, that has, like, kind of the Pixar body? Like, what are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna, like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna, like, do, like, an Aunt May situation of, what happened with, like, Spider-Man? And listen, like, I'm fine with Alyssa Milano, or whatever her last name is. I know it starts with an M. I'm fine with her as an actress. She did a great job as, like, Aunt May. But why did they make her young? And, like, why did it, like, Aunt May's supposed to be the older sister. The older sister that was not supposed to have a kid. Because she was too old. They're just gonna hire somebody that is naturally round. No, I feel like they're gonna go the Spider-Man route where they're gonna find some like some 30 something that not 30 something. No, I'm wrong. It's gonna be someone that's in their 40s and 50s because 40s 50s because up you never cast down, you always cast up. You always cast 10 to 20 years above what are you casting for, always, because the audience actually doesn't have a good living memory. This is what filmmakers think of. This is the science behind casting. For those of you who are wondering, the science behind casting and why we choose older actors, usually it's mostly because it's a lot easier to sell them as the age because of how the audience perceives age. They perceive age because of the classical standard of how they've been casted prior. So we've casted people 10 to 20 years always because they fit the age memory of the audience. That's why you'll have college students playing high schoolers, or you'll have people in their 30s sometimes playing high schoolers still. You will sometimes have like people in their 60s trying to be passed off as 40. It's a lot easier to go and sell someone for that age with an older look than it is to try to like go through the effort of trying to age this person and get it all done. I know it's like it feels like reverse psychology, if you get what I mean. And you wouldn't believe it does make or break an independent film. I've seen it where I once was working on an independent film. We casted a actress that actually was the age of the character, but she looked too young to all of the test audiences. All of the test audiences were like, she looks like she's in college. She doesn't look like a mother. Hi, Frog Motion Studios. Welcome. If Bakugo Hawks Aizawa don't look somewhat attractive, I'm telling Anime Hawks Aizawa and Bakugo what they did. Yes, but think about it. In the anime, his mom was skinny, and then she was, yeah. But yeah, so we screened this movie, this independent film, to a test audience, and the test audience thought this lady had because the lady that the main character what we were portraying was like someone almost hitting 40, has a kid. The kid is like 10 years old, and we casted this actress that is that age. But when we showed it to test audiences, they thought she was like college age, like sophomore in college. And we actually had to reshoot the whole film. We actually had to reshoot the whole independent film because the actress looked too young. Even though she's the right age. We actually had to cast an actress in her 50s in order for it to look right. That's what happens. So for those of you who are wondering why we do that in film, that is something, it's a matter of test audience. When we do the test audience process, we will test the actresses on the audience, and if they look too young, we can't use them. And luckily for us, we didn't film too many scenes with the actress, and so it went okay, but you can imagine for a big budget film, you can't afford to go and refilm that. That's money. So, for those of you who are wondering, that's why we cast that way. Also, for kid actors, the reason why we also will go and do that um is two reasons. The older they are, the more hours they can work. And with kid actors, it's a little difficult because you can only have them on set for 4 hours. And you have to do special accommodations. There's special rules that you have to follow when there's kid actors. Now, do I, you know, do I believe in sets that are like, oh, yes, let's go and try to take advantage of these child actors? I don't believe in that. But they will do that. You know, the actor of Henry and Nickelodeon show. Then how is it that Disney can do it? They can do it because of how they schedule their scenes. Disney works by shooting in sitcom format. If you ever notice a Disney show, for the majority of Disney Channel history, they filmed in sitcom format. And the reason why you do that is because sitcoms, they film with multiple cameras all at once. And so they're getting several different shots at the same exact time. And so it reduces the amount of time the actor has to be on set. So The Big Bang Theory, that was filmed with multiple cameras in multiple angles. So that way the actors would hit their mark, the camera's pointed straight at them, and they don't have to do as much takes. Same thing happened on Disney Channel shows. They did it for many years. They only changed it really, really recently, due after COVID. After COVID, everything changed in terms of how they film scenes. But one of them that is a key example of this, Liv and Maddie. Liv and Maddie was one of them that they actually couldn't touch the camera because in order to sell the effect that there were twins instead of one person, you can't touch the camera at all because there's specific measurements that camera has to stay on and specific angle that camera has to stay on. The camera operator actually has to use a remote. All I know is all Disney Channel shows, and I hate it, and I blame my sister and my family for it. Yeah, has the actor of 𝐫𝐿 in he's the actor in. Oh my gosh, Henry Danger is 𝐫𝐿. That's a choice. It's not the best choice. I wouldn't say it's like great. It's not a great choice. I don't think it's the best choice. Like I could see it, but also I'm like, why? Why choose him? Unless he like had a really good reel. Unless he's like he had a really good reel. Like I can't see it. I can't see it. I like my brain can't can't see Henry Danger being like 𝐫𝐿. You know? I can't see that. But yeah. So for those of you who are wondering, that's how they get around child restrictions at Disney and did it for years. They use the sitcom format in order to film everything at once, reduce all the hours, and then the kids they made them go and have them graduate early for school because they have one of the requirements is you have to go and provide them a school tutor, and if they're going during school time. And so what they would do is that they would try to get these kids graduated early. So that happened to Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato, they forced her to graduate early in order for her to film Sunny with a Chance without needing breaks. And she would actually have, if she graduated school, they can go and get an emancipation order, which is what happened with Demi Lovato, where once you're an emancipated child, you're legally an adult, which means you can actually have adult hours. That's what would happen at Disney and what would happen at Nickelodeon. That happened all the time. And so that's something that when I watch these shows, I'm watching it with the knowledge of what I know from what I've been taught, and also what my professors had experienced in their contacts that they've brought in that to talk with us, the celebrities I've talked with, and the people that have worked in the industry that I've talked with in order to get a grasp of the career that I'm going into. And that was something that was very eye-opening to see. Looks like we have a childproof show of an anime that's not much child friendly. Yeah, because Henry Danger, technically, if Henry Danger is being casted as Bakugo, that tells me that they're casting 20s. So they're casting people in their mid 20s. So all of them are going to be outside of high school age. So they're going to be okay with hours. They're going to be able to work them for 14 hours. So for those of you who don't know how long does an actor stay on set, 14 hours is how long we are legally required to keep you till. And then we have to give you a 14-hour break. So that 14 hours straight that an actor will work, and then after 14 hours, then they have a 14-hour break. And you have to do that every single week. And change it out, continue. That's something we have to do. And it's something we have to schedule and budget for. In terms of time, because you can't have them for too long. Now, that's based on the SAG agreement. There's some of them that if they're A-list celebrities, they might be working smaller hours because they are able to negotiate their own hours because they're not part of SAG. They're not part of SAG, and they are willing to work longer. That would be in the case of Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is one of them that will literally work longer hours because he has nothing else to do. But that's basically what happens. I have a question about the hero joke from My Who Academia. Bakugo is the type to curse more than my own mom. Yeah. Tell me the question. Tell me the question. But yeah. I know a lot of things about the industry, and the industry is a lot of politics. Has a lot of like hidden rules and important things to keep track of and everything. And it's so much that there's a reason why we have to go to school for so long when we're filmmakers, because we literally have to learn to be a know-it-all, in a sense. We have to be know-it-alls. Our job is to be know-it-alls, for the most part. So, that's the idea. And, yeah. Literally, so, yeah, My Hero Academia, they most likely casted 20s. For All Might, I would believe All Might would probably be casted, but they probably cast a 60-year-old as All Might, because All Might's kind of like, he's 40s pushing 50, if I remember correctly. Aizawa, I would say Silver Fox. So we're going 40s. Trying to pretend to be in his 30s, like late 30s. Something like that. Someone like that. Another one I would think they would definitely cast younger. Should I see what the live action Aizawa? I'm scared to find out. Like, I would feel bad. Is it me, or do you believe that Joke erase likes erase your head because during the episode she asks him to marry him and he says no. I think he does. I think he does. She does likes Eraserhead. I think she does. But I think what it is that Eraserhead is one of those people that's so focused in his own life. He doesn't have time for he doesn't have time for Joke. Joke is just a lot to deal with, and he doesn't want, like, he needs someone that is not gonna be high maintenance in his opinion. And so she's just a lot, and she's an energy suck, and that's what he doesn't like. And he also does, like, she's also, if you think about it, she's the only one he couldn't effectively use his power on, if you think about it. Because, but unless you know it's her, she's about to make a joke, which she keeps you on your toes. Unless you know she's gonna make a joke the next second, Eraserhead would effectively have to have his power turned on 24/7. So she's also the only one that could effectively take down Eraserhead when you think about it. Oh, little angel, you're singing Soda Pop. How you doing? Have you been doing good? Have you been wonderful? Do you like the new fit? I don't know if I like it as much, but I'm not sure. I'm like, I like the sage green color of it, but I'm like, I don't know if it goes well with my complexion. I'm like, I'm still on the fence about this outfit. Oh my gosh, you're my soda pop. You're my soda pop. Jeez. Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are awesome. So, I'm gonna drink my coffee. I need to drink my coffee, and then I'm gonna set up Trackmania for you guys. Because, like I said, today, what makes today special is I chose Trackmania, so that way you guys can play with me. I want you guys to play. The last time I checked, Trackmania is free. The only thing you guys need is an Ubisoft account. And to download it on Steam, if I remember correctly. So basically, then you guys will play. We could play the same game. The idea is we're gonna click the same lobby. That is correct, but think about it. His powers are basically giving up on him. Sooner or later, he's gonna have to retire. Would he rather have an energetic person like Joke, or have someone else that's I think, like I said, she's too, even without without the fact, like, if she could basically take him down and his powers, I feel like he just doesn't have the energy to, like, be around her. She's like too hype maintenance. Like, I could see, like, is a fan camp that, like, ships what's his name? I forgot his name. The loud dude. I forgot the loud dude's name. Loud dude and Aizawa together. That one I could see. I could definitely see that one because the announcer dude with Aizawa, because he knows how to chill. He knows how to get down to Aizawa's level and meet him where he's at. And, like, he knows how, when it's time to, like, not yes. Present Mike, I could see it because he knows when to get on his level. He knows when it's time to chill out. He also can effectively go and protect his Aizawa. on top of that. And they also have gone through the same trauma. They lost the same friend, so they both know what each other are going through, and they kind of are codependent already. So they would either be codependent friends or codependent partners. But either way, they're stuck with each other. Present Mike is a wuss. Then Joke. When Joke wants to, she can be calm and collective. And Present Mike, on the other hand, I feel like he's too much. He's only too much to everybody else. But to Aizawa, you could see it in scenes where he'll just calm down. He'll look at Aizawa and be like, okay, it's time to calm down. Like, he uses Aizawa as his barometer. And that's why I can believe a headcanon with them two. That's the only reason. The other one I could see with Aizawa as well is one of the Pussycat, I think it's Ragdoll. I could see Ragdoll and Aizawa. I could see that. That's another one where I could see them together. Because they kind of know the same, they've been through same thing, been through similar things. I could see those two together. Same, but me personally not much attracted like anime. Because he raised the head and literally yells at him to shut up. It's not Present Mike, it's Present Mike like a microphone. Yeah. But I could see Ragdoll and Aizawa. Though I don't think they have good chemistry. I don't think. Though they haven't been in the same room for very long. There's only like maybe 3 scenes where they're in the same room. But I could see they just have to be set up in the right way. Right? Like, they have to be in the right moment, meet together. They both are losing their powers, so it works. It works. And then they feel, yes, or like something, yes, she's the one that loses her powers, but she still figures out how to how to still do what her powers did, but in a way where even though she doesn't have her powers anymore. She just becomes Oracle, basically. Hey, J-Dog. She basically becomes Oracle. Even though she, like, lost her powers. So, I feel like her and Aizawa have a lot to talk about. So I feel like they would work. But they would have to be set up in the correct way in order for them to work. But that's the thing. Let me drink my coffee. Yeah. I don't judge anybody's canons. Like, there's a fan fiction for everything. Heck, there's even a fan fiction about Danny Mata and the Bongo Stray Dogs. Characters. Like, and it's so bad that it's like a very fully fledged fan canon. Some people even think that he's been integrated into the actual show, which is hilarious. Like, for Danny Mata. I loved when he was like, okay, I'm just gonna read all the fan fiction. I love that. That was actually kind of funny. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. But yeah, I love watching Danny Mata videos. Doesn't like normal people do. But yeah, so I've been doing. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the live action. I think that, like I said, it was cobbled together by some executives that wanted to make a lot of money for their studio. That's literally what it is. And it's a project made to fail. For those of you who don't know what that means. In film, we have a motto: if we think it's gonna fail, make it fail. That is our motto. Not because we are like, we want the film to do badly, but if we don't think it's absolutely going to guarantee butts and seats and it's going to be very, very profitable, we will make it fail. We will make it fail because of the fact that films are high rich people gambling. So, for those of you, for you guys wondering, rich people don't gamble in casinos. They actually don't. What they do is that they'll go and gamble on films. They will pick a film. They will sometimes read the script. Most of the time, they won't. And what they'll do is they'll pick a film that they're like, I kind of like that one. I'll give you money. How about like $10,000? I wish that would happen for me. They'll give that person $10,000. That money, we don't have to pay it back. We actually don't have to pay it back. That money is taken by the collections. So if you're wondering, the same people that collect your taxes and go and will be yelling at you on the phone trying to get you to pay your debt, they're the same people that pay our pockets. So they're the ones that will take the money from the rich people, and then they'll talk to the producer of the film. The producer of the film will hand them the budgeting manifesto, which is 500 to 400 pages long. And then the collections agency, we don't deal with the accounting. The collections will. They will then allocate the money to all of the actors and all of the crew. And if we don't think that $10 million film is going to make any money in the box office, because and what I mean by any money, it has to make more than $10 million. If it's not guaranteed to make more than $10 million, we call it a loss. And what we do is we make the film, but we still make the film, but we do it with the intention for it to fail. And the idea for that is that so that way yes, new outfit. It's a new fit check. But yeah, so we go and we'll film the film for it to fail, and then we use the money that was pocketed by the crew. The crew will use that to feed their families and stuff like that because they don't have to deal with that. The producer will go and reallocate some of that money into another production, usually. So if you notice, oh, this is a very expensive film. This film, they put $50 million towards it. And then it sucks. That money is not for that film. If you guys are wondering. That money, about, I would say 15 million probably went to the film. I'm not gonna lie. About, give or take 20 million probably went to the marketing campaign because it probably sucked, but you're gonna try to make it up with marketing. And marketing's usually half or even double whatever the film was, the cost of the film. And then, basically, at that point, the last 15 of that 50 million will go to making another film. That's literally what will happen. That happens every single time, every single movie. If you ever have any doubts in a movie, just know that if you see a movie like this movie, the My Hero Academia live action, I wholly believe that this is what's happening. That happened probably with Borderlands as well. I wholly believe it happened with Borderlands. Like, you guys see the front thing of, oh, look, this is a really, really bad game movie. I see someone really wanted to pay for their film and their passion project and it didn't go well. I still don't see Henry playing Bakugo. I mean, Bakugo, he's loud and curses a lot and is mean to Deku. For Henry, he's more like a soft guy who's nice to everyone and probably doesn't curse in the show. Yeah, it would have to be a 180. But that was the same thing that everybody said about Bryan Cranston before he played Breaking Bad, because he was playing Malcolm in the Middle, and he was the family dad for a very long time, and everybody couldn't see him as playing Walter White. And then he played Walter White, and everybody couldn't see him play. Everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't think he would do it," you know. So we might get a wonderful performance. I don't know. I just think this is a film made to fail. That's what I think. I think the film is made to fail, and then this film will do badly, and then all of a sudden, from the same studio, you'll notice a film that you're like, oh, that's a surprise. The budget's pretty small, but for some reason, this film definitely kind of has a higher. Looks like it had a higher budget. If you see a film like that from the same studio, that's what happened. Literally, always. That's literally always what happens. Like, I see it all the time. I could pick them out in a room. Like, movies that were clearly that. Like, one of them that is a famous example that was a movie made to fail. But here's the thing, it was a movie made to fail, but it accidentally was good. It was accidentally good. Shrek was one where it was a movie made to fail and then it wasn't. Because they what the studio used to do is they were working on Prince of Egypt. And Prince of Egypt, if any of the staff members spoke against something that was happening when animating Prince of Egypt or anything, they would be like, "Oh, we're going to put you on the Shrek project." And then so all of those animators were put onto the Shrek project that spoke out against Prince of Egypt. And then Shrek surprisingly did well. That's and so, to the shock of everyone, and Prince of Egypt did not do well. And remember, like I said, Shrek was supposed to be the project that was the failure project. Prince of Egypt was supposed to be the project that was the save. That was the project that they were funneling all the money into. I know it sounds like embezzling, but this is literally how film finances work. And Shrek did well. And because Shrek did well, it became a franchise. But it was shocking how well it did. It did it in spite of it, not because of it. But yeah, let's get into Trackmania, because I got off topic real quick. Alright, let's get into Trackmania. But yeah. I talk so much. I know too much about film. That's what happens when you're like, when you go to school and you're just like, I gotta make use of all of my knowledge. I've been in school too long. You learn too many secrets. You find out things about movies that you shouldn't have learned. Or sometimes you find things. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Trackmania, and then That'll give you guys time if you need time to go and prepare you guys for being in the oh my gosh, what happened to me? Um so I do highly doubt not as much as you do though. Gosh. All right. And then let me put it on gaming if it wants to cooperate. Yes. No. Wrong size. Must fix. But yeah. But yeah. Have you guys listened to the edits that have been coming out lately of people like going and rehashing songs from the Prince of Egypt? Uh, Prince of Egypt like um um movie because I've been listening I watching the edits where they're like going and doing like lip syncs to like their to songs from like Prince of Egypt, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not my favorite film, but I never grew up with it, but I can appreciate a cinematic masterpiece when I see it. It's nice to appreciate another person that likes video games in some movie. Yeah. My face looks weird. Yay. You know it's a normal stream. Alright. Let me fix this. That's good enough. Alright, let's fix my face, because my face looked weird. There we go. I love that it's able to see my eyebrows go up and down. That's one of my favorite things to do with this thing. Okay. So, let me put this like this. And we're gonna put the stream thing right here so I could see it. And then I'm gonna open up Trackmania. Trackmania is gonna be like this. And then I'm gonna play a couple of the races first. In order to like kind of brush up on what the summer races are. I did do one of them and I got gold. As you can see, I was like, oh, let me just test out the track. And I kind of got a little carried away. I don't think you're ready for the takedown. Oh my gosh. Drive against opponents. Yes. Let's see if I can beat my record. Yeah, we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go that. Let me try one more time. It's hard to like beat your score when you like you go and have gotten it so high at this point. Like, I'm so happy that I'm able to play this game again. I've been missing it because I've played like Trackmania on this like on stream like 2 other times. One with like my 0.1 design, and then one with my 0.2 design, and then I didn't do it with my 0.3 design on my face. I'm on 0.4.2. Alright. Alright. Let's go to the next one. Because I got a little carried away last time. Let's go. Next. I'm talking? You don't like it? I just don't want to be rude. Excellent. Calling you the wrong thing. Someone's getting mad at me for it. Really be bad, uncomfortable question. Just call me Chrissy. Chrissy's what you can call me. Chrissy's fine. I can't hear. It's my phone. Oh. Well, I hope your phone gets better. Shoot. I rimmed it. I hate it when I rim it. Don't rim it. The one thing that I find helps when playing these games is that if you wanted to like go and like be precise, you go and you don't hold the thumbstick, you just tap it. Oh. Yeah, we'll skip. Okay, I want to see if I can beat. Let's beat another world record. It was you? Oh. Alright. We're gonna go bronze first. Okay. Okay, how... Okay, so we jump across the water. We try not to bang into the fence. Okay. Shoot. This is the one frustrating thing about Trackmania, is that it's hard to tell where the track's gonna go. Let me do this again. It's hard to tell where the track's gonna go next, so you kind of have to like memorize the track. Just Chrissy. Chris is fine. I gave up Miss Chrissy when I finished my teaching days. Yeah. Okay. There. Jump across the water. And then we're gonna go here. And we're gonna go right. Done. Silver. Okay, let's try to get for gold. Shoot. For those of you who are wondering, the gates, if you don't pass through them, it won't count it. It won't count it even if you got to the end. Shoot. Let me try this again. But yeah. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get the gold. Hopefully I can get the medal that's above this one. Because for those of you who are wondering, there is a medal that goes beyond gold. Like you could get another medal that's not a gold medal. And it's called the Freedom Choice metal, I don't pick the names. It kind of sucks. The name kind of sucks, but... Shoot. Well, I hope your headache gets better. Okay, let's fix it. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go. I want to beat it. Okay. I go this way. Go across. Shoot! I don't want to give up on this one until I get a gold. Come on, let me go. Okay, I don't think I lost it yet. I almost became it. I also didn't eat breakfast. You gotta eat breakfast, girlie. Don't eat breakfast. Your stomach's gonna be all messed up. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, shoot. Ah! Come on. Okay. That goes like that. And then... pulse it. I gotta get used to it. Okay, gotta get used to this track. Okay, let's whip it. Come on. Ah! I can do this. I can do this. I can beat my old time. I didn't beat it. One more time. I'm trying to beat my old time. Come on. Pro tip, don't lose. Yeah. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to beat myself. That's the problem. And the problem is that I'm not used to the track yet. I'm not all warmed up yet. Shoot. Come on. I just need it. I just need one. One more, where I do it well. Nope. I was just about to get in the water. Okay. 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 Pulse it, pulse it, pulse it. Yes, please eat. Food is important. Okay, that one was bad. Nope. Ah, I do this! Just one more time where I do it right. I beat Mr. Gold Medal. I just need to beat the gold medalist. I will find a way. Oh my gosh. Nope. Yay. Come on. What happened? Oh my gosh. In a second, I might have to quit this and then go on to the next one. Might have to. Did you eat breakfast yet? I hope she did. This food is important. Even if you don't eat a lot, it's important to at least eat something. Okay. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna do the next one. Oh, that one's not fair. Did you exist today? I don't know. One song I have been listening to, because I forgot it existed, and it's kind of funny because the point of the song is that you forgot someone existed. It's the song, I Forgot That You Existed. I literally been listening to the song, I Forgot You Existed, because I forgot it existed. Hilariously enough. No! I rimmed it! I rimmed it like a toilet bowl. Yes. So I forgot the song existed, and I was like, you know what? I haven't listened to it in so long. Let me listen to it. And so, yeah, I listened to the song. And I could see why people are like, oh yeah, the song is like, not great. It's not that it doesn't have good vocals. It's decent. But the problem is the production is so, like, am I in the wrong area? Did I just no bounds it? Please tell me I didn't no bounds it. Yeah, I no bounced it. But yeah, so the only problem it has is it's got a production that doesn't make it unique. So it's like, it sounds like every other song that would go on Tumblr. Like, so it's not that impressive. Like, I feel like it probably would have done okay if it had the production of This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. But because it doesn't, it's got the most forgettable beat to the whole song, it kind of does nothing for it. And I feel like if it got remixed, like, one day, a lot of people would start liking it. Hashtag bread. Is the commands not working? Tell me the commands are working. Ah, commands, why aren't you working? Why is the Twitch system hating me? Connecting. Why is the... Oh, because Twitch shut it... The Twitch integrated throwing system turned itself off. No wonder. Come on. Come back to us. Come back from the dead, Twitch integrated throwing system. We need you. Okay. There. Retry. Connect. Retry. Connect. It's like it doesn't want to cooperate. I meant no disrespect on calling you miss. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's just that, like, it's weird for me to hear it because, like, my students used to call me that. So it's like, it's weird for me. It's kind of like if you had like a family name, right? A name that only in your family says. And then like someone says it in the street one day and you're just like, that's weird. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, I don't know. It feels weird. Yeah, you could throw ducks and bread. It should work. Okay. Okay. This one's just hard to, like... I'm, like, trying to solve what this track is. But it's a very confusing track. It's fine, it happens. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Okay, this one's like... I don't like this one. It is hard to steer. Especially in this game. This game is like super hard, especially when you're doing the F1s. Because the problem is, these maps are made in a way that's hard to tell where the next part of the race is. So it's not like Mario Kart where you can kind of tell where everything is. It's just hard. And steering wise, like you can easily overclock it. But the bright side is because it's so easy to overclock it, you could actually jump past a lot of the parts in the map sometimes by just, like, clicking on it. But this was what I meant when I said that it would have been impossible to go and have you guys play it in the way that I wanted to originally have you guys play it, because it would have not worked. It would have legitimately not worked at all. The CL was included. They have always taught me to be respectful, and that's why I say this. That's totally fine. It's... I'm not mad at you. It's just a weird thing for me to hear. That's all. This whole thing. Okay, where's this one gonna have me go? Up here. Oh my gosh. Where am I going? Am I going this way? Yes, I am. Okay. 5th anniversary. Cool. Oh my gosh. The steering is worse than when you try to play Mario Kart. If you guys are wondering. It's called Cupcake. Yay. I did it. I did it. Okay, good. I didn't want to hit the sign. Okay. Pulse it, pulse it, pulse it, pulse it. Pulse it, pulse it, pulse it. Boss fight. Drive on the crowd, I guess. Were we supposed to drive on the crowd? Yay, all bots, the boss fights. Yes. This is like hard. Actively. But I have to say, it's not as bad as the last time I played it, because the last time I played it on stream, the maps were so bad because you had to go, everything was like suspended. Hey Shogun. Everything was suspended, and so it was on like rooftops, so it didn't lend well to this game. Oh shoot, I hit the wall. That's the one part that's hard. The most hard part about this area is the fact that you have to gun it and hope that you get it on. You've been playing Cuphead? That's cool. You can drift in this game, but the problem is you gotta be very careful with how you... Oh, I landed in the wrong section. Come on, come on, come on. No. It's hard to do this one, but you can drift in this game. But the problem is you can't overclock it. This game's hard because it's very easy to overclock it. Because this game has like controls that are very hard. Oh no, I'm gonna drive on the audience now. No! Ah! I hate this map. This course sucks. No! I got onto it and then I drove off of it because of where it placed me. I'm just trying my best. Okay, I got it, I got it, I got it! Yay! I crashed into a tree. Okay, we're just gonna make it work. I'm 3 seconds behind my old time, but we can make it work. We can still make it work. Okay. So now we kind of know what to do. The problem with this game is that because it's so hard to control, it just becomes car crash simulator. Want to see a car crash in very quick succession? This game. Want to see your car ram into pedestrians? This game. You want to drive across water? Like if your car... Oh, I jumped over that. Cool. Your car was magic. This game. If you want to question your life choices, this game. Imagine playing a cozy game in your bedroom at night while the outside's raining. That's every night for me. Every night, because I live where I live. My room's, it's always raining outside. And it's hard to sleep because we have cicadas going on. So the cicadas and the crickets are so loud that they'll keep you up at night. And you have to wait till the cicadas go to sleep for you to go to sleep. Because when there's rain, there's cicada. Nope. Nope. Nope, no, no, nope. Nope. Ah. Yeah, we have mosquitoes. They're gigantic. We're used to gigantic mosquitoes. We actually have like a ton of mosquito nets and DEET, and we have like those mosquito coils everywhere. Like, you can't go anywhere without the mosquito coils. For those who know the mosquito coil. The green coil of death. The thing that will keep away the tiny insects. Come on. Okay. That was semi-successful. But I ran into the fence. What is a good a sign if you can run into it? Something I also said when I accidentally walked into a stop sign once and gave myself a black eye. What's a good of a sign if you will walk into it? Words quoted by me. Just want to know, are your controllers bullshit or is it just you? It's just, the problem is it's the map. The map sucks. And also I'm doing good, technically, because I'm top 94. Okay. Let's go back to number 3. This one I'm top 88. So I can't be doing too badly if I'm surpassing thousands of people. The problem is that they go by campaign. So they go by the season. So right now we're in summer season. So in order to unlock more maps, I have to finish these ones. Unfortunately. I have to place in all of the maps. I need a certain amount of gold medals and a certain amount of silver. You feel like you're crazy? I feel like I'm crazy. The definition of insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting a different result, and unfortunately, that's what I'm exactly doing. I am doing this race over and over again, expecting a gold medal. Will I get it? Maybe. Will I lose my sanity in the process? Probably. They locked you in a room. Was it a rubber room? It was. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna be in a rubber room if I don't figure this out soon. Rubber room with rats. And the rats make me crazy. Tell Remy I said hi. can do this. I can do this. Okay. I can do this. I'm gonna get a gold medal. Everything's gonna be good. I'm gonna get the gold medal. I put Genu in a crazy room. For trying to date a young girl when he's around 400 years old. Yeah, Genu will never live down the allegations. Okay, let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. I can do it. I can do it. I can do this. I just need to... I have a need for speed, and I just need to get to the next part. If I can get to the next part, that'd be great. He's begging you to make him let him out. Make me let him out. He probably is making tiny hats for all of the rats. All the rats will have tiny hats. And they'll all give each other head pats. So, let's go, let's go, let's go. I gotta go. Come on. Pass the way. I can slingshot my way into this. Okay, come on. Come on. One more. Come on. I told him not. You're not letting him out. I'm not letting you guys out of the basement. Nope. You guys will stay in the basement where you belong. Come on. Oh. No, no, no. I can do this. I can do this. I lost the lead. I can do it. I just need for speed. I know how to do it. It's just a matter of getting it. You're making fire rap. Trying to make fire raps awesome. Currently, my brain is a trash can that's on fire. With 3 possums that are just warming up in a trench coat. That's how my brain is right now. Trying to live my best life. I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but that's how it is. Sometimes. We're just gonna get through this. You know what? Alright. Let's see. Let's try live. Romance Saja said you're too crazy for his type. So keep him in the basement for another day. Yes, definitely. Definitely keep them all in the basement. Alright, let's go. Let's see. What do we want to... Weekly short. Let's try this. We'll do 1. Yes, weekly short. Okay. Okay. Okay, 22nd place, not bad. Not our best, but I wouldn't say it's the worst. Yeah. I want to see if I could beat my time. Wonder if I could. I did. I managed to beat my time. Cool. Okay. 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 I'm just stopping the car crashes before they happen. But yeah, the game plan that I was planning on doing after I come back is since we are gonna be going back to writing streams next month, what we're going to do is we are gonna go back to playing Stardew, but I'm gonna do Stardew. I'm gonna see if I could do Stardew and co-op for you guys. I'm trying to see how Stardew co-op works, and then I'll have you guys do it because I want to see if it will be a good option for you guys. Yay, new record! Cool. I think I've been crazy because I keep watching Squid Games. You're not crazy. Everybody watches Squid Games. Because there's always that sick little, gremlin in the back of our mind that's like, yes, make them suffer. Where we want to see, film characters go through a lot. Okay. Okay. Why am I not able to start the race? Okay. For a second I was like confused. I was like, why are you not starting? Okay. I feel like I'm hitting my head against the wall. Okay, place, not bad. We're going up in the world. 𝐓𝐫𝐴, why the hell do you keep watching that show? Meat, blood. Yes. That's the thing. That's just how it is. Horror makes people feel better because it's it's kind of like controlled chaos. Your brain thinks of it as controlled chaos because your brain is like, okay, well, nothing bad is happening to me, but this scary thing is happening. So in a way, your brain's able to like process fear, but without actually having to go through that fear. So there's a whole science to like horror movies and like shows where it's there's blood and gore and true crime. They all teach us like lessons. Like that's the reason why like Brothers Grimm tales were like so terrifying and scary, is that Brothers Grimm they would do that as cautionary tales to children, so that way children would behave. So there was a realistic reason why fairy tales and horror exist. They exist in order to keep us safe. You're experiencing the fear in a controlled manner. Your brain knows you're safe, but your body can experience what it needs to experience. But yeah, that's basically how it works. And then often horror stories have like hidden messages of like what the actual true lesson was. One thing Squid Game teaches us: don't trust a man with a suit and tie with a briefcase of money. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. Because usually, whatever you're giving up for that briefcase of money is a lot more worth it than that briefcase of money. If they're willing to give you a whole briefcase full of money, you're missing out on something. You're gonna be losing something in the process. What is this map? This one reminds me of the ones that were from that dreaded spring season that I was telling you guys about. Hey, not there. Okay. I feel like the only one who is always smashing the trees. Hey, it's part of the process of a racing game. You're gonna crash into trees all the time, and then eventually the trees will eventually stop crashing into you. Hey, 𝐕_MITE. Yeah, time to raise a mobile bow. Yeah. How you doing, 𝐕_MITE? 10. I suck at this, but I'm gonna get better at it. This is why I don't like maps like these, because you don't have a very high degree of error, if you get what I mean. There's no degree of error. If something goes wrong, then it goes really wrong. Like, as you can see, I have not been able to finish this one at all because I can't find the exit. Okay. Okay, I got across. Yay, I got a bronze! I got a bronze! Cool. We got one medal, at least, on the stream. Yeesh. Okay, so let's keep going. I lost too much momentum. It doesn't have a good degree of error. Okay, this way. Nope. I was about to crash again. But yeah, have you guys heard about Five Nights at Freddy's is finally announced at Halloween Horror Nights. It's finally announced, which I'm so happy about. I'm like, oh my gosh. One of my friends has actually been working on the costumes for the event. And I've known, because they kind of told me that it was gonna happen. They kind of told me that it was gonna happen, that there was gonna be a Five Nights at Freddy's house at Halloween Horror Nights. Of course, I didn't say anything because I was like, I'm not gonna get your job. You know, I'm not gonna go and get you fired. I'm not someone to get someone fired unnecessarily. You're making 5 animations to CapCut. Mark, by the way. Is might. Okay, so I'll say might mark. Jeez. Okay. What is this mess? What am I looking at? What in the geodesic dome is this? But yeah, so they've been working on Five Nights at Freddy's as a house for a while now. And I talked with a friend, and they were like super excited. They had just been like contacted and everything, and they were like, oh yeah, you've been put on the project, when I last talked with them about it. So they were just put on the project when it happened. Do I go in the red one? Do they all lead to the same area? Hey Sidra! How you doing? I'm trying to figure out where to go, because I suck at this. Okay, this is definitely not for me. Oh, thank you for subscribing, V-Knight. I'd like to try my best. I don't know if this is an improvement or not, but seems like it. I don't know where the exit is, though. There has to be an exit. So, where does this lead? Am I supposed to, like, What am I missing? I just went underneath it. But yeah, thank you for subscribing, 𝐵_Mike. It's like very appreciated. I know I'm not really like very like attentive to today. Usually I'm more attentive. It's just this game is like annoying. Okay. Here we go now. Oh, now it tells me.
Subscribe.
It's that you subscribe. Now it did. Okay. 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 Okay, got a bronze. Yay! Almost to a skin. That's totally fine. Come on. Come on. Wait. Yay, I got a gold medal. Yes, we finally got a gold medal. Everything's looking up. Hey, Danny. Welcome. Today we're playing Trackmania. And I am failing miserably. You have dogs. What type of dogs? What type of breed is it? Or if it's mixed, is it mixed? Is it like a mixed breed? They're both Yorkies. Oh, that's nice. Yorkies are awesome. And I know I'm kind of biased because my dog's mixed with a Yorkie. Oh, you have a pug? Oh, I have a friend that owns like 12 Frenchies. He owns 12 Frenchies. Currently right now. And like, he was supposed to get rid of them and like give them to like other people. But he was so scared that the Frenchies would get mistreated that he just ended up keeping them. So the poor Frenchies are just like living with him now. And I'm like, how do you have any time for anything, dude? Like, other than the Frenchies. And he's like, yeah, it's rough. I'm like, you think? Your whole life is taken over by the Frenchies. I love the dogs too. But I'm worried about you and your mental health. Your mental health won't be very good if If you can't find a home for the Frenchies. Yay, gold medal. White golden retriever. Oh, you have a white golden retriever. Oh, my other dog's named Sparkle. Oh, that's adorable. Mine's Toby. I got him for free. Free dogs for the win. Ooh, I got an author medal. Oh, we did good. Okay. I must have outperformed my region on this one. And one's crazy. Oh yeah, there's always one. You either have one crazy and one like chill cat, or you have one fat cat and one skinny cat. There's no exceptions. It happens. The laws of physics demand it. There must be one weird cat that is just wild and one that is just chill. I own a dog. And when you own dogs, similar principle applies. Yeah. Need. I gotta find a way. He likes small. Aww. Small dogs are so cute. Especially when they're small, they're adorable. But I have to say, if you want a healthy dog breed that's like closest you're gonna get to like pure blood, go for a Chihuahua. Chihuahuas are your best bet if you want like a pure breed, but you don't want to have all the issues that come with getting a pure breed. Just go with a Chihuahua. Chihuahuas, they're just no one's messed with them enough, so your Chihuahua will definitely be decent. The only thing is the Chihuahua will be mean a little bit. Because they tend to think that they're a lot stronger or bigger than they actually are, which is hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. A Chihuahua that thinks they are the best is kind of hilarious. It gives Bakugo energy. Bakugo definitely in another life could have been a Chihuahua. Like one of those pursed Chihuahuas. Can you guys see like him as a pursed Chihuahua? Like he's a pursed Chihuahua. I could see it in my mind. Got a quote I made. Wish, whisper, sorrow into a soul. Quite. Never heard of that one, but that's kind of cool. Let me check how everything's doing. me see. Yeah, it's doing good. Chill stream for the most part. It's not our regularly scheduled streams, which we will be back to. We will be playing Five Nights at Freddy's, don't worry. Even though we are gonna be playing stuff like Stardew, and we're gonna have writing streams. We are going to be playing Five Nights at Freddy's. What is your favorite? But yeah, like, we will be playing Five Nights at Freddy's pretty soon. But Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is what we're gonna be playing. So when I come back, we're gonna play Five Nights at Freddy's 4. That's on the itinerary for the week after next week. Animal Company. Animal Company. I've never heard of Animal Company. I've heard of Lethal Company. Yeah, I haven't heard of it. But then again, I don't really play VR games often. Like, I very rarely play VR games. And that's mostly because of my eyes. My eyes can't handle VR games. I got really bad depth perception, so it's hard. I had to get prescription lenses for my VR headset in order for me to wear it. So that tells you how bad my eyesight is. If I need to wear prescription lenses to play a game in a fictional world. I want you to play this one. The game is called Good Pizza and Great Pizza. Trust me, it'll be fun. I'll check it out. It's just, like I said, it's hard for me. My eyes just aren't made for VR. It's funny, though. I do own a VR headset. But the problem is that the fact that my eyes mess up every time I wear it, it's really hard for me to, like, convince myself to play something. But yeah, I can't convince myself to, like, play a VR game, because VR games I know will be hard for my eyes. It's like Lethal Company.